back from 4 months of living in Rio de Janeiro, and I've been going to Brazil for the last 25 years, about once a year, and fallen in love with Portuguese. And in my new collection, Sugar Zone, I mix Portuguese with English. But before you cringe in terror that I'm going to read you in a foreign language you don't understand anything. Anybody in here speak Portuguese? Oh, great, super, wonderful, okay. But all these poems are written so that they can be understood completely in English. They were written in English. And then the Portuguese, if you get it, you get another layer. And if you don't get it, it becomes a chant in the background. And I think it makes it musical. So I spent a lot of time in the Amazon and in the jungle, and I think that will become apparent in the poems. The first poem I'm going to read you is called The Jaguars That Prowl Our Dreams. And the first words in here are the major tributaries of the Amazon River, and the last words are the Indian tribes that were eliminated by European conquest. They're extinct. The jaguars that prowl our dreams. Up on the Orinoco, Rio Negro, Solimões, Tocantins, Xingu, Javaré, they're drinking the bebida, black drink, snake vine, ayahuasca, yage, blood of the great anaconda, with the smoke of burning rainforests in their nostrils and o gosto de cenizas, taste of ashes on their tongues. Eles está comendo, they're eating purple snails, powdered viper venom, largatas esmagadas, flowers that dye their lips the color of blood, singing of cities of blue glass and the jaguars that prowl our dreams. Ook mice. What else are they seeing? Ook mice. What else do they know? They're not saying. They're not telling. They're calling on the ghost tribes instead. Ghosts of the Tupinimba, Tupinking, Amaré, lost upriver, forever lost in the burning world. My husband and I tried to take a vacation in Maceió, which is in the sugar zone. The sugar zone is a huge part of Brazil that's been planted into sugar for ethanol. And it's run by huge things that make California agribusiness look tiny. And the owners that own the sugar plantations pay their workers terribly, and they enforce everything by jagunços, who are gun thugs. There are 23 words for gun thugs in Brazilian Portuguese. Jagunço is my favorite. And I should have known this wasn't going to be good when I sat down at a restaurant in Maceió, and I got the menu. It was a seaside restaurant, and it said sautéed shrimp, fried fish, get your car bulletproofed at cut rates. So, we should have left then, we didn't. There's more to this story, and it's all horrible. That's enough. Dreaming of the bulletproof cars of Maceió. This is the terra do açúcar e meus sonhos, the land of sugar and bad dreams. Infinite darkness without borders, where birds passing overhead smell like biscoitos molhados, wet crackers, sour milk, and the sweat of sex. Aqui, here, in the night room, doorknobs turn your hands, mirrors reflect receding galaxies, and the clown who lies on his back beside you, twitching and suffering, is your soul. Wake up, acordar. Tell me why nothing moves, why starving people lean into their shadows like flies caught in amber. Why the past goes on eating the present, like a rising ocean eats the beach. Tell me why they're burning palm trees on the road to the airport, why the water tastes like ashes, why the windows of the cars are blind. At low tide, the children drink cachaça and call on Imanjá, fish-tailed mother of storms. Wake up! And tell me why the sand beneath this city keeps shifting, why all the stores are stocked with hallucinations. Tell me why Solange left and where she went. Solange is a character in these poems who just walked into them. I leave her intentionally ambiguous. She could be the wilder side of Mary Mackey. She could be an ex-lover. She could be my muse. You know, it's just, I just leave it to your imagination. This is called The Drowning Boys. Down to the Farol de Baja on the Bay of All Saints. Out to the raw sugar beaches of Jaguaribe and Itapuã, stomachs empty as charity, bare feet coated with salt and the mud of melted hills. Eles estão chegando. Here they come, the drowning boys. As moleques da rua, from Sursurana, Favela de Algoz, Marcel Perrinho, coming in packs like dancing saints, their faces bright as the mirror Imenja holds when she walks on the waves. As crianças sem esperança, the boys without hope. How gently they'll touch our wrists as they unstrap our watches. How carefully they'll turn us over as they empty our pockets and push us under. These children who don't fear death. These children who in another life we might have loved. And I learned about Brown for this Timex watch, by a pack of boys between the ages of 11 and 10 and 11, basically. This one doesn't have it. I thought I owed you one poem at least that didn't have Portuguese in it. This is called All the Way Down. I'll read you another one. All the way down. The car fell very slowly, turning like a wheel of light. Inside we lost all power to think, swam in midair all the way down without remembering the rocks that lay below. Clear as water, minds purified of terror, how easily we breathed in this new element. How serenely we stared out the windows. Near the inn, we saw great waving fans of coral and schools of fish no bigger than our thumbs. The music of whale songs played incessantly in our ears, and briefly, very briefly, we were happy. The final poem I'm going to read you is called How We Lost Solange. And Solange is this character, as I said. How We Lost Solange. We heard there was a price on your head, that the Jaguars were after you because you'd occupied land you did not own, insulted the colonels, and drunk cachaça with handsome, slim-hipped men young enough to be your sons. They said you'd turned into a parrot and flown into the jungle, that your legs had been eaten off by termites, that when the Kaipo found you, they wrapped you in bark, made you whole again, and fed you bitter potions, concocted from dragon's blood, milk of the Ilia, cat's claw, and Nanawiqui. They said you slept naked with the Kayakuru, Matipu, Menyaku, Nakura, Sura, Trume, Wara, and Yalapiti in a promiscuous pile, refusing to say whether you preferred to have sex with women or men because the distinction made no sense. Far up the Xingu, they said, you recline in a hammock made of human finger bones, chewing on the bluegills of phantom plecos and feeding your lust with the spicy stews made from piranhas and spotted corals. They said that since you'd left us, you'd drunk human blood, ascended above the canopy on a jacare skin, and spoken to God so terrible not even the Awete dared to look you in the face. We formed a rescue team and went in with helicopters and tranquilizers, hoping to get to you before the Jagunsus did. But you saw us coming in a dream and left on a ribbon of water and gold light, trailing your long brown hair behind you like a torn flag. In the note we found tied to the thumb of your hammock, you told us we'd never find you. You wrote you'd taken a jaguar for a lover, sifted your flesh into the great oxbow lakes where it rains black mud, cast off the flowered husk of your body, and become a white orchid floating on dark water. Thank you.